So I watched the infamous Logan Paul and Dillon Danis fight yesterday. And when I tell you this was the worst fight in boxing history, may God strike me down if I am wrong. See? Told you he didn't exist. Now for more information on that, go to Scientology. But saying this was the worst fight ever is an understatement. I think I heard the commentators say by the last round, the amount of punches thrown by each person was like 90 Logan, 8 Dillon. And that's not an exaggeration. He might have ended the fight with a single digit amount of punches thrown. I would rather watch two disabled cats fight over food than ever watch Dillon fight again. I can't believe I made fun of Jake Paul for fighting Nate Diaz. I don't know how you guys look at it, but this fight was worse for Logan than Jake's fight with Nate. At least Nate did the bare minimum. He knew he was gonna lose, so he's like, fuck it, let me do a little whatever and a little scoop and boom, and let's call it a day. But Dillon had his hands up blocking the whole fight. I thought, and I'm sure many of you did at one point, but I thought Dillon was doing that to wear out Logan, and then in the last 3 rounds, he just would unload because Logan wore himself out. But by the 4th round, when we're all waiting for that to happen, and he's barely thrown his 4th punch, we're like, what the fuck is going on? And what pissed me off is that Dillon was smiling every time Logan hit him. Like he would get hit with a clean shot to the face, and Dillon would look at him with a smirk like, And it's like, you're not in a fucking anime. Things aren't gonna go your way because of the way you look at your opponent. He's like, now things are getting interesting. Yeah, for the doctor who has to check you for brain damage after the fight, all the trash talk, all the pictures, all the tweets Dillon posted mean nothing now. Even if he would have lost but put up a fight, they would have meant a little something. But now, you're just as big as a pussy as the one you keep saying Logan's wife has. Actually, you're even a bigger pussy than that. If you didn't watch the fight, you're lucky. But the only thing you missed was when, I shit you not, there was not even 10 seconds left in the fight and Dillon decided to try some MMA bullshit only to get put on his back. And then have security come in and stop the fight. The commentators were actually making fun of him, saying he threw more punches at the security guard than he did at Logan the whole time. And then the KSI and Tommy fight wasn't any better. It wasn't worse, but the fact that KSI thinks he won is hilarious. He would throw one punch or Tommy would throw one punch and he would go straight to hugging. KSI either wanted to know what Tommy smelled like or he knew this was his only chance to rub chest with another man shirtless and not be called gay. And Jake Paul thinks he can make fun of KSI when he lost to Tommy Fury also.
You will get the rematch and you'll win the rematch. Do you want that rematch?
You know what? You know what?
But not only that, he had to take steps backwards and fight someone who was not nearly on the same skill level. Either way, both fights were not worth anyone paying for them, and only makes this YouTuber boxing shit more of a joke than it already is. Like Jake Paul is calling out Canelo, and then I'm not sure if this was in boxing, but Logan called out Rey Mysterio. At what point are you considered a paid actor and not a boxer? Because there's no way any of this is being taken seriously by the actual real boxing community. You guys are better off starting a dodgeball version of all this. I've never seen any of these YouTube main card fights be entertaining. Everyone in the crowd starts cheering when someone lands one fucking punch.
In this fight, and we saw over 5 rounds, 6 rounds in that one.
No one who goes to these things has ever seen a real boxing match and think YouTubers fighting is the boxing standard. And what's even more stupid is that Dillon is still talking. He is still making tweets like we aren't all laughing at him. He might have had some people on his side, but just as a human who watched the fight and processed everything, you can't back him up after that, even if you wanted to. Like when he says stuff like, where's everyone saying I wouldn't last a round? And then post a picture of Nate Diaz kneeling down and he's like, never me. What are you even saying? Nate actually put up a fight. And then the funniest excuse I saw him make was his reply to Logan saying it felt good to beat his ass for 6 rounds, which is literally what happened. Dillon didn't even open the cut he gave him days prior. That's how little Logan got hit. But Dillon says, a jiu-jitsu guy with no boxing camp or coach made his debut, never wobbled, never dropped, had no standing A count and rocked you multiple times. If I were Nina, I'd call off the wedding. You achieved nothing in your own sport. MMA next. What is this fucking idiot talking about? He chose to have no coach and he chose to train with Conor McGregor. All of these bullshit excuses mean nothing now. You are literally all talk. I don't even think you could beat Logan in MMA if you tried. The only person who is more annoying than Dillon in all this is Jake, who's still trying to get in on everything. Like at the end during the fight, Jake tried to jump into the ring and do something but was blocked by an army of security not even paying attention to him. But he tweets stuff like this and then under has the readers adding context part saying he lost. So it's just ironic that he has that up. Shut the fuck up, Jake. You're a loser. Only losers post pics from when they lost and act like they won. Once again, you're a fucking loser. See you guys Monday. Peace. So I know this is during the fight too, but from the time the 10-second counter is up to mark the end of the round, it takes 23 seconds for them to stop the fight. Look, there's the 10-second counter. Just keeps on going, keeps on going, keeps on going, keeps on going, and then they stop it right when security gets there. What kind of fucking professional shit is this? They're adding 13 seconds. They're just letting them fight. No one says anything. Not even the commentators, nothing. Not even the referee stops it.